This week we have a giveaway and a product review of these new needles. They're Knitter's Pride Karbonz needles, and this is what they're calling a Midi starter set. This is a set of 4 interchangeable needle tips with 2 cord sizes. Let me get this right. You have US size 7, 8, 9, and 10, which is metric size 4.5, 5, 5.5, and 6 millimeter. You also get 2 cord lengths, 24 inches and 32 inches. And it also comes with everything else you need. Now, I've had a lot of requests for my thoughts on these needles, and I've had a chance to try them out. They are carbon fiber space age needles. I'm really impressed with them. They are not only cool looking, because there's these black needles, they're actually 2 different materials in the same needle tip. You have the nickel-plated brass needle tip, and then something very different in the shaft of the needle, which is the carbon. And it feels different in your hand than a solid nickel-plated brass needle would be. Now, a lot of people ask me what my favorite needles are, and it really is a personal preference. I'm going to say I like these needles and I think that they are great for different projects. If you want kind of an overview of different needle tips and materials and how they work together for the kind of knitter you are and the kind of projects you're doing, I'm going to give you a link to my frequently asked questions page where I do cover that. So all that aside, I'm going to talk about my opinion on these needles. The tip on these, I would say, is sharper than normal. Not the super sharp stiletto point that you'll see on some needles, but sharper than normal, which makes them pretty great for working complicated stitches like decreases or working lace. They are not as good for working something like if you're working with a cotton yarn that has a million plies to it, it's probably going to separate the yarn and get frustrating. You probably want a blunter tip for that. But you still get the speed of a nickel-plated brass needle because the tip of this is nickel-plated brass, but then it's just really different feeling on your hand. It's not as cold as the metal, it has a little bit more texture to it, and it is super lightweight. These needles are almost weightless. So this is the needle set that I have to give away. If you would like to enter the contest, there are 2 steps to it. The first one is to subscribe to my channel, and if you've already done that, that's taken care of. The second step is to leave a comment. You can comment with any nice thing you want to say. Tell me what you're knitting now, or a tutorial or a technique video that you'd like to see me make in the future. All those comments are welcome, but please play nice and comment only once. The contest is open. I should have had this ready. Okay. The contest is open until November 20th, and we will announce the winner on November 21st. So you have a solid week from today to enter the contest. That's everything. I do want to show you, before we sign off, how to work these needles, how the interchangeable needles work. So let's go ahead and take a look. Here is the set in its cool zippered case. And with this set, you get the 2 different lengths of needle cords, and you get these, the bags that have the stoppers and the keys on them. And if you've worked with other interchangeable needle set, they're all about the same, but I want to make sure that you know how these work if you've never used them before. So the cord is threaded and the needle is threaded, so you can just tighten that up by hand until you get it about as far as it will go. And then you take the key and you put it through a hole at the base of the cord. Now that's just to hang on to so that you can tighten it up the rest of the way. And after you do that, you have a completely smooth join. It's not going to snag your yarn. Undoing it is the same thing. You put the key back in and untwist it. The key just helps you get a grip. And then the stoppers go on the ends of the cord instead of the needle, in case you want to use 1 needle on each cord, so you have basically 2 separate needles that are not a circular needle, or you can also use the cords. I should have just left this off. You can just use the cords as a stitch holder if you put a stopper on each end of the cord. Okay, not everyone can win the contest, and so if you would like to get a set of these and try them out for yourself, I'll give you a link in the video description below to find a retailer near you. Hopefully they're also still available on Amazon. I'll make sure you get a link to that as well. Good luck.